Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to an episode of Dirtnation Offroad. So today we're going to be doing a review of a portable power station from Oupes. This is a 600 watt solar generator kit which comes with a 595 watt hour power station as well as a 100 watt solar panel for charging. I picked this up as a combo, but you can get the power station alone if that's what you prefer. I picked this up back in November, and since then I've been using it on a variety of different trips as well as in my personal life out and about. Now up until this point, I've been using the small Jackery power station, which has been fine, but I found it to be too small for those long trips, especially if I need to charge something big like a drone or my computer, which is why I wanted to try this one out. For this video, I just want to share my experiences with the power station over the last few months because I found it to be a solid product for anybody that needs power on the go. For me personally, I'm almost always out of the house, off-road trips, camping, even my personal life and my job. I'm never home. So I'm always out and about, and having a reliable power source is important to me. That being said, let's jump into the review and take a look at the power station. Taking a look at the front, we have a power button, 2 AC outlets at 110 volts, 3 DC ports, one of them being a car charger, 2 being 12-volt output. Below that is a 60 watt USB-C for fast charging and 2 regular USB ports with quick charge 3.0. There's also a display screen up front which will show you which ports are active. It'll also show your percentage as in a number, as well as the circle going around. That's your percentage as well, each one being broken up into 16%. And then we have an input, output for watts, as well as approximate remaining hours of use. On one side, you have an 8mm input port for charging, maxing out at 100 watts. The other side, a vent with a fan for cooling. Lastly, on the back, you have a light with 3 different functions: on, brighter, and flashing SOS. Up next, we're going to be getting into some specs. It's a 595 watt hour output on power with a capacity of 186,000 milliamp hours. So to put that into perspective, most cell phones are around 3,000 milliamps. So on paper, this could charge my phone 36 times. Real world results are going to be a little bit different as always, but that says a lot about the capacity either way. It's rated for 10 years and 2,500 charging cycles, and with all the ports, you could theoretically charge up to 8 devices at once. I personally had 5 charging at the same time, and the battery handled it just fine. There's also 5 different ways you could charge this, which is pretty cool. You have the included wall outlet and car charger, that's 2. You have the solar panel, which comes with the kit, and then you can also charge through the USB-C port. So that can either fast charge your device, or you can charge the portable power station through the USB-C port. The last way to charge is a combination between the USB-C port as well as the wall outlet, which offers fast charging, and you can go from 0 to 80% in less than 4 hours, which is pretty darn cool considering how much capacity this thing has. Now, something really cool about this power station is the built-in protection for the battery. Oupes refers to it as their own BMS or battery management system, offering over voltage protection, over current protection, and overheating protection. It'll adjust the charging voltage and speed to keep things running efficiently. Kudos to them for putting safety as a priority because batteries can get unsafe with old age and mismanagement. Now, the solar charger is simple enough to use. You just undo the Velcro flap and then you unfold the charger, revealing the 4 solar panels. Each solar panel has a Velcro stand on the back, allowing you to situate it as best you can towards the sunlight, because that's the key. If it's not directly pointed at the sunlight, you're going to have some trouble with it. The charger's rated up to 100 watts of charging depending on conditions, but personally, I've only had it up to around 65 watts. It really does depend on the weather. I think during summertime, we're going to have a little bit easier time getting it closer to 100 watts, but when it's colder and when it's cloudy, you're going to have a little bit of trouble with it. We used this out at our overlanding trip in Monachi Meadows, and we had it charging all day, but we did kind of have to babysit it, moving it throughout the day as the sun changed behind the trees, but it did do the job of charging up our power station. Most recently on a sunny day, I had it out in the sun for about 5 to 6 hours, and it charged up from 0 to 41%, which isn't bad at all. That's almost half. I definitely like having the solar charger as a backup option and charging for long periods of time. It's going to work better in those situations where you can let it sit. It's not going to be one of those things where you plug it in and you expect to get a bunch of charge really quickly. You really got to babysit it and let it do its thing, and that's kind of the whole point of solar chargers. But it does work well, and I definitely appreciate having it in the arsenal. Now back to the power station. I found this thing to be pretty darn fast, and I know that's not a measurable number, but I'm just giving you compared to the ones that I've used, compared to charging stuff from little battery packs and, you know, using car chargers in the truck and using the AC outlet on the truck. Like I've had to use a bunch of different stuff being a YouTuber and having to charge on the go. This one is fast. It's comparable to using an outlet at home. I'd say the devices that I've charged the most on this is probably my work phone as well as my personal phone. And using the fast charger from Apple, this thing charges fast. In fact, it charges so fast that it makes the phones hot, which, I mean, we'll get into that another day. That may not be safe, but it charges these things so darn quick. Some other notes on charging: drone batteries were charged in a little less than an hour, usually using between 10 to 15% of the power station. My computer charges up in about, I want to say, an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half. iPad charges usually in around the same time, maybe about an hour. Also, I'll charge camera batteries, GoPros themselves, all that stuff. Charges it pretty fast, pretty sufficiently. Like I said, it's comparable to using the outlet at home. I also use the car charger to charge up my jump pack from Fantic, as well as I use it for my little portable vacuum, so I don't have to plug it into the truck and turn it on. Every time I want to vacuum my truck, just pull out the power station and away we go. Overall, I gotta say I really like this power station. It's a solid product that would be a great option for a variety of different needs: overlanding, light camping, content creation, or even as a backup power supply for your home or your job. For me, it fills a lot of needs. I'll definitely be bringing it out on every trip I go on because fast charging times are really useful when you're trying to record YouTube videos on so many different cameras. As for the solar charger, I'll be putting that with the rest of my camping equipment for those long trips where I'll need to get power for myself and others. But that's all I got for this review. Just a quick look at the Oupes 600 watt power station as well as the solar panel in the kit. If you guys are interested in picking one up on your own, check the link below. We also have a coupon code for 15% off. But other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Patreon. You also hit us up for shirts, hats, hoodies, and all those other goodies at dirtnationoffroad@gmail.com. Until next time, look forward to more product reviews as well as more trailing videos. Let's get it, guys.